What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support, guys. I'm sorry for the late upload today. Happy Monday to you, by the way. But I was on doing a collab with Norman Nichols on the Norman Nichols show on his channel, and we were talking about the Tyre Nichols situation, which is basically what this video is about. Now, the writing's on the wall. Ain't no denying it. The trial date has been set in both the federal court and the state of Tennessee for the remaining four officers, Tre'Davious Bean, Justin Smith, Demetrius Haley, and Emmett Martin III. Now, it's set for 2024. And before I even go into, what could happen and what I think is going to go on, I'm going to play this news clip that just broke and let them explain most of the stuff to you. And then we'll come back and do what we do, y'all. Check it out.
Begin this midday with a significant update on those 4 of the 5 former MPD officers charged in the death of Tyre Nichols. A Shelby County judge just set the trial date. The officers, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin III, Demetrius Haley, and Tre'Davious Bean, previously pleaded not guilty to both state and federal charges. But now the question is, what will they do next? Since the 5th officer, Desmond Mills Jr., pleaded guilty just last week to 2 of the 4 federal charges. Our Stephen Reels is live at 201 Poplar. Stephen was in that courtroom just 2 hours ago. Stephen, what's the update on this process?
Lakita, those 4 attorneys representing the ex-MPD officers all agreed on the trial dates for those state charges set to begin next summer. Meanwhile, those federal trials for those former officers is set to begin in May. So really, these final stages for the legal process and the fate of these former officers are finally starting to take some shape right now. Those former officers, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin III, Demetrius Haley, and Tre'Davious Bean's appearance a few hours ago only really lasted a few minutes. But in that short time, Shelby County Judge James Jones set several significant dates in the ex-officer's planned trial on state charges. All 4 face several charges, including second-degree murder and aggravated kidnapping. The discovery process will wrap up next month on December 4th. Parties will have then 2 months to file a motion and will have until June 14th to have a hearing around those motions. And if everything goes as planned, the trial is officially set to start August 12th next year.
We're of the mind that this does not need to be a month-long trial, that we believe, as we said at prior motions, that the proof is pretty simple. We saw it, and you saw it for yourselves.
We're looking very hard at whether or not a change of venue is going to be necessary. We don't want it to be, but it may.
And Lakita, while Emmett Martin's lawyer, William Massey, did say that these trial dates are realistic, he still plans on filing several motions by the February deadline, which could include a request to bring a Nashville area jury in for the case. Live at 201 Poplar, I'm Stephen Reels.
Thank you, Stephen. Well, we want to take a moment to remember Tyre Nichols. He died on January 10th, just 3 days after video showed him brutally beaten and tased after a traffic stop with Memphis police on Ross and Rains Road. Family says Tyre Nichols loved skateboarding and taking photos of the sunset at Shelby Farms. Nichols was 29 years old.
All right, guys, it's going down August 2024 in the city of Memphis with the trial for these remaining 4 idiots up here. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Did you notice that the prosecutor had a kind of a smirk on his face when he was talking? And he said, the cameras don't lie. Basically, this will be a quick trial. This ain't going to be no month-long trial. Did you hear what he said? And I believe he's right. You know why he had that smirk on his face? Because I'm going to tell you something. In the interview last week, when Desmond Mills signed his plea agreement, they was out there talking, and they had the family and all the lawyers were talking, the prosecutors and all of this stuff. And then Blake Bolin, which is Desmond Mills Jr.'s attorney, spoke. When they were talking, The thing that's funny, they said, oh, we're going to wait for the feds to handle this part, and then we're going to go right behind them. You had the proof today. The federal trial, which I'm going to talk about first, is more of a civil rights trial, and it carries high fines. These guys are going to trial at a Fed trial, which is not advisable, but they're going to do it with a tape, all the physical evidence and audio evidence against them. I don't know why they're doing this, but anyway, that is on May 6, 2024. Now, I told you guys, and we've talked about this. We said it's going to be probably late 2024, going into 2025, and it wound up being late 2024. May 6th, it's coming up. The Fed's not going to play with them. They got everything they need. They cooling in the fan. These dudes are walking into a blender at high speed and trying not to get touched by the blades. Almost impossible. Now that the trial date is set, there will be no more deals. There won't. I'll be shocked if there is. Feds, when they got you, they got you. Now, May 6th, they go. They blow this trial, they get taken into custody immediately. So by the time August 2024 come around, and they face charges from there, which they'll get more time in the state than the feds, I believe. I honestly believe they'll get more time in the state than the feds, because this is the city it happened. It done exposed a lot of other people. Now it done lost an investigation against the corruption and civil rights violations of multiple people. It then caused a big storm of people coming forward. The FBI had to be brought to the city to investigate it. These dudes, they're going to pull the string of the guillotine on these dudes. In that city, they will get more time in the state than they will in the feds. That's why everybody want to go to the feds. Feds go by a point system. This is a civil rights case, but still, you know, the second degree murder thing is in the city of Memphis. So they're going to pay for that. Now, these guys right here go to Fed trial, right? They blow the Fed trial. When you blow the Fed trial, they give you countless amounts of time, because it costs all this money to do this trial that they know they're not going to win. They're going to smoke them with time. These guys, by the time the trial date comes for the city of Memphis, they're already being in custody. Because once they lose this, like they said, it's going to be quick. They'll be taken right into custody and start serving time. So by the time August 2024 come around, these guys will already be inmates somewhere in the feds. Now, as far as this whole situation of what they talking about, these time is going to run concurrent, meaning like say like they got 16 years or whatever, right? If they get 16 years in the feds, which they'll get more than that, but say, I'm just throwing a number out there, say they get 16 years. Say in the state, they got 25 years. Now, if they serve their 16 years in the state, right? They got to go directly. I mean, in the feds, they got to go directly to the state. Ain't no time off. You go directly to the state, and then you start serving the time there, the remainder of whatever it was from the years that they gave you. So they'll never come home for a while. You know what I mean? Some of y'all that got babies expected they be out of high school by the time these dudes even be thinking about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel where they can see freedom. Think about that. So, I mean, the families fine with the justice. Maybe it's a good thing. I think 3 of them deserve life. That's just me. The ones that held him, I'm going to keep saying the names. You know they are. The ones that held him, and Emmett Martin. Them 3 stooges, the ones at the end, deserve life. What's the name not far behind? Demetrius Haley. You know what I'm saying? Because they all need to be held accountable. And they are. I'm just anxious to see next year, when this thing goes down, the role that Emmett Martin III and Preston Hempfield play. Because this is what they're going to do. They're going to put Emmett Martin III as the front man, the face of the sellout against, you know, those that backed him, the boys in blue. And they're going to have, what's the name, backing behind him, validating if what he said is true or false. So basically, Desmond Mills going to be doing all the talking. this and that, this and that, this and that. And what you're going to have behind him? You're going to have a white scorpion behind him doing what? I concur. I agree. Yes. No. It's a no-win situation for these dudes, man. It's over. It's over. I don't know. I mean, they want to go to trial. I mean, let them go. I mean, it's not like, you know, I feel pity for them because what they did shouldn't happen. But I was on Norman Nichols' show earlier. Shout out to Norman Nichols, you know what I'm saying? And he asked me something about police reform. And he's uploading the video now. You guys might want to take a look at what I said in that video on his channel. But I don't want to say it on mine because I gave him the shine with that. So I'll let that stay over there. But I mean, guys, it's in the summer. That's even better for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm 9 hours away. Make that run out there. If it's 1 week, 2 weeks, I stay out there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? This right here, man, we're going to see it through. A lot of y'all came here from the Tyre Nichols thing. A lot of y'all from Memphis that, you know, jumped on board with me and been riding. We're going to see this thing through, y'all. For real. It's over. You see, knows another thing? Between December, when they said the end of the discovery will be out and they'll have all the stuff they need, all the way to what? What is it? July. No, June. They told them, I think it's June or July. I've seen it just like you guys seen in the news article, just briefly. They got to have all their motions and stuff settled. So they're not going to have this thing where they be dilly-dallying trying to keep pushing the court trial back. They put them in a position where they're like, yo, if y'all ain't got your stuff together, that's on y'all. We gave you enough time. You better get on your bike and get to work in it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not playing. The state definitely ain't playing. And the feds, we all know what that is. But listen, guys, it's going to be interesting. And it's right around the corner. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Justice for Tyre and his family. You're going to see this thing through. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.